Magic the Gathering players, Magic the Gathering players, that is time in the round, that is time in the round. Magic the Gathering players, that is time in the round.
We have online challenges and we have results for them, but the way that things change in paper can be really significant. One of the changes to a lot of mono red aggro decks that I've seen is the greater inclusion of Sunspine Links as a main deck card. Generally, Sunspine Links, 2 red, you're, oh goodness, I'm like trying to recall this off the top of my head. 2 red, players cannot gain. No, I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this rote. Are you ready?
Oracle text challenge with Meia and Kira.
Pull it up. I'm gonna do this right now. Are you ready?
Give me a second. Lovely. I googled Sunspire Links because I'm a genius. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
2 red. Creature. Elemental cat. Players can't gain life. When Sunspine Links enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands he or she controls.
You're missing a line of text.
I'm missing a line of text.
You're missing a line. This card is better than that.
Haste. No? Hang on. Players can't get basic lands he or she controls. Non-basic lands enter tapped? No, it's not. No. That's too good. Am I going to be mad when I don't remember this?
Slightly.
What?
It is kind of a nothing line, but...
It's kind of a nothing line. It's another sentence.
It's another sentence.
It's not like keyword abilities.
No.
No, because it doesn't have any keyword abilities.
It does not have
Players
any keyword
can't gain life. It deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands he or she controls.
Okay, let's move. How big is it?
It is a 4/4? No, it's a 3/4. It's a 5/4?
It's a 5/4.
Fuck!
And the final line of text.
Oh god,
Are you ready for it?
No, this is gonna kill me.
Damage can't be prevented.
Damage can't be prevented!
You remembered all the relevant parts.
All
of the
the
card.
relevant parts of the. I know so many fucking standard cards. Like front to back, I know so many standard cards.
It's true.
Okay. Anyways, where were we? That's all gonna be taken out.
Excellent. Very.
No. It's gonna go in time in the round. Me yelling about Sunspine
micro
Links.
episode.
Micro episode. Well, no, it's gonna go in and fade between. We talked already about constructed and about standard specifically because, surprise, surprise, this is a standard-focused podcast.
Crazy.
What? It's in the name?
I personally would never have guessed.
I wouldn't have guessed. I thought this was about modern.
I thought this was about rats.
Just stare dead into each other's eyes.
Sorry, I'm Googling a card for the next one. It's the...
Is it Soul Sister? Is it Soul Warden? Is that what you're looking at?
No, not Googling Soul Warden. I'm thinking about for Shocking Sharpshooter. The 3-mana Boros enchantment, not from Tarkir Dragonstorm. Gives things +1/+1.
Oh, War Leader's Call.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You can 9 times out of 10 just start describing a standard card to me and I'll be able to figure out what it is.
I'm usually pretty good, but at the moment, we struggling a little.
The number of times, JD looks at me and is like, 2 mana, bounces something to your hand, enchantment, weird, fear of isolation. Yes, that one. Okay.
Yeah,
Do we start describing some other cards to me as well?
MTG trivia. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
These competitive events can include regional championship qualifiers, regional championships, large store events like store showdowns, 1K, 5K, and 10K events, and qualifiers or larger store-sponsored events like the SCG Opens, the Mana Clash, or... I thought there was a third thing there, so I read that incorrectly.
Okay, very good.
Sorry. Fuck, ow. Just careful, you're going into the red on your...
Oh, okay. Do I need to step back, or is it only when I'm doing stupid noises?
Well, I mean, when you get really loud.
Sure, yeah.
So,
Cori-Steel cutter is going to become yours of Pixie. I hope you know that.
look, I'm actually like, I'm kind of in the down with Cori-Steel cutter club.
Yeah?
Like, it's one of those, like, it's my white whale.
Ah.
Cori-Steel cutter is my white whale right now, because we have talked a little bit about previously, and we're getting a little bit off topic here.
Crazy. Us? No.
Us off topic? That never happens. I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but we had been talking about, you know, we've chatted a few times about, you know, bannable standard cards, because some people many people for a while were decrying Up the Beanstalk, Monstrous Rage, Manifold Mouse. You know, these cards are so bannable. They are warping the format.
This town as well.
I think this town has entered the conversation more recently. But people were talking about, like, specifically Monstrous Rage and Up the Beanstalk. And I was like, yeah, I get it. But as I said to you over lunch today, those are cards that were format defining. Cori-Steel cutter is format warping. And everything is bending around Cori-Steel cutter, either to incorporate it into its play or to figure out how to beat it. And I'm in the, you know, down with Cori-Steel cutter. This is my white whale. I am eagerly awaiting the day that it gets banned. Because I think it'll be so interesting. This card on rate is better than most other cards in the format right now.
This card on rate is better than most other cards in the game.
In the game, that's why it's being played in Legacy. Like, it's so good.
I am admittedly a little bit more hesitant with the ban hammer, just in general. I am not so quick to ban anything. I am very much, you know, the dog in the house being like, this is fine. But
as you're getting, like, stabbed with a Cori-Steel cutter, you're like, this is fine. This is
fine.
This is just what happens.
Totally normal gameplay. I'll just draw my temporary lockdown. But I say we give it a month, because we are sort of in a really condensed standard microcosm at the moment, with it being like the competitive RC season.
Yes. Look, I'm happy that Simulacrum Synthesizer has found a place in a deck, because it seemed like such a good card.
Yeah.
It seems like such a good card. It seems like a slightly... Okay. This is also a bit of a tangent. Simulacrum Synthesizer is a much worse Cori-Steel cutter.
Oh, so much worse.
But in the same way that it generates bodies, and it generates incremental bodies, the only problem is it's much harder to trigger Simulacrum Synthesizer than it is to trigger Cori-Steel cutter. It's 1 mana more expensive, and it doesn't provide any additional benefit, because it's not an equipment. It's just an artifact that sits.
It has Scry too.
Only when it enters. If it was Scry 2 every time an artifact enters...
I think that would be silly.
It would be... Okay, it would be silly. Cori-Steel cutter is a silly card as well, isn't it?
We're talking about that card being banned. What do you want? So this is
this Harmless Offering combo?
Yeah, so this is Greed's Gambit and
Coveted Falcon.
Liliana's Contract. And
oh, sure.
Yeah, Harmless Offering and... What is it called? Liliana's Contract? Liliana's Binding? Demonic Bargain. It's called Demonic Bargain.
Yes, I think so. Scryfall.
Scryfall, help!
Demonic Bargain.
Demonic you?
It's not Demonic Bargain.
No.
I think it is Liliana's Contract. Nope. What is format standard. Color is black, right?
Color is black.
Type is enchantment.
Type is enchantment. Mana value is 4.
Mana value equals 4. Demonic Pact.
No.
The last one is you lose the game.
Right, because it's called Cat Pact combo. That makes sense.
Cat Pact, because it was a Harmless Offering, because it's a Grixis combo deck that plays Coveted Falcon, Demonic Pact, Greed's Gambit, and
Harmless Offering.
Harmless Offering. Thank you. There's a lot of 4 mana enchantments in black and standard right now. How many?
Yes.
Guess right now, how many do you think there are?
Oh, I don't know, 60?
8.
Oh. Okay.
68!
I don't know. There are a lot of black enchantments. There are so many sets in standard right now.
How many? 64 mana black enchantments.
Oh, 4 mana black. That's a different. I thought you said
4 mana black enchantments.
I thought you said black enchantments. I thought you said how many black enchantments are in standard.
then
I'm
let's
like, I don't
also
know, 60.
okay,
I can think of quite a few.
Type enchantment. Let's find out.
Like Hopeless Nightmare, Nowhere to Run, Unholy Anna, like
There's
every black room.
Color. Oh shit! I typed the. Fuck. I love Scryfall, but if you don't do the thingy exactly, it freaks out.
Hi, Kira, editing time in the round.
And now the internet's not working.
Superb. Our wonderful editor can get back to us on that one.
The editor is me.
Yes, that's true. Anyway, back on topic.
This is like, what's the Schrodinger's standard deck?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if it exists or not because we haven't observed it yet. This is not how Schrodinger's cat works, but that's okay.
Well, it is both dead and alive because it has not been observed in either state.
Sure, but it's because we don't know if there is anything to observe.
That also as well. Maybe there is no standard deck. Maybe it was a pioneer deck the whole time.
No! Anyway.
You are not often attacking with this deck. Not only because your little guys are not big enough, they're generally 1 or 2 power creatures with 1 or 2 toughness.
Just a little guy.
They are just a bunch of little shitters. They're a bunch of little guys. This deck tends to stutter because it is not aggressive and it is relying on the combination of gain and drain effects through Elisil Core, Vengeful Blood Witch. I think that's it, actually.
There's the 2 mana 2/1 flyer that whenever you gain a life, your opponent loses a life.
It's a bat, right? Starscape Cleric.
Yep.
Starscape Cleric.
God damn, you're good. I think what this needs is time, but I think you may be right, to be perfectly honest with you. Having played with and against Cori-Steel.
Cole Stoke.
Yeah, exactly. Can I just say, probably has a pretty good matchup against Cori-Steel Cutter. I think the card is definitely powerful enough, and I think it is the only card in Standard at the moment that is powerful enough that a ban consideration is warranted, but give it time. If the Standard format doesn't adapt through this hyper adaptive period and then through a month after, then we can start sitting down and having a conversation about the effect that Cori-Steel Cutter is having on the format. But for right now, I say let it be. I say let it run rampant, let it have its time and let it have its time in the sun. And in a month when I, come crawling back crying,
covered in 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, having been absolutely demolished by Cori-Steel Cutter 1,000 times over, then we can have another conversation about whether or not it should be banned. But, it's still relatively new, right? The card is only a month old.
Let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
So how...
And my old shout out, but who's casting that one?
I haven't gotten the email yet.
No,
I don't know if it's me.
Okay,
I don't know if it's me. I really wanted to go into this episode being and I'll be commentating, but Glenn hasn't emailed me back.
No,
Glenn. Yep, no, still nothing. I just checked now just in case because that would have been so funny if I hit just right then. No, as of yet, I don't have any information as to whether or not I'm going to be casting, but I'm in the running. Let me pull it up on Scryfall so I can read the stats.
3 mana 2/4 with Death Touch.
Does it have Death Touch?
It sure does.
Holy moly.
Trades like a motherfucker.
Oh, it does. Oh, I love Death Touch.
I had more on this.
I was going to say, hilariously, little interjection here. Standard of play is what we almost called this podcast. I remember that was like on the list of things that we thought about.
Yeah.
Standard of play.
I like raise the standard.
I like
better.
raise the standard a lot better.
Mostly because I want a little rat shit.
Rat is so good.
Rat is ideal. God bless Reginald.
We had the misfortune of recording that episode in the middle of spoiler season. And so, of course, the week that we decided to do our episode, every day I got a message from Ben saying, this is a better card that we should have talked about for the whole week. And that was the last week of spoiler season. But I remember that vividly.
Well, fortunately, having gotten that episode done early, we got to put our newfound knowledge to the test through the rest of the standard spoiler season.
Yes.
We should probably decide on a flavor text.
I was going to pick, I'm trying to look at, Duty Beyond Death doesn't have one. That sucks.
Is there one that's just like, caca?
That'd be really good. I mean, Tempest Hawk doesn't have any flavor text.
And remember, caca!
Voice of Victory does?
Meow. Whack, whack, whack.
Voice of Victory sounds a little weird, though.
Voice of Victory. Well, we've already done Shocking Sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
So
I should have paused this, but it's too late now.
No, you're getting all of it.
You're getting all of the mumbling. Because I'm trying to pick something that's good and limited, because that's what we're talking about.
Does Urul have flavor text?
Rennie?
That's the one. Not the Mist Stalker, the Drago.
You're Rennie!
You're Rennie. It does sound a little bit like a UTI.
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
Uranisis or something. I don't know.
Sure. I'd believe it. No. No flavor text.
What?
Already done table. Huh?
Ignore me.
We could do skirmish right now.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic. What's the flavor text?
Slowly, the clans have begun to recover and adapt long forgotten tactics.
I feel like it doesn't really work, right?
Not really.
Is there like, I don't know, what cards did we talk about? What about one of the ramp cards?
What's the Abzan? Sorry, what's the Mardu? Because like there's Parination and New Way Forward. What's the? Because there's Jeskai Revelation.
Do like Hollowmurk Siege or something.
No, there's no flavor text on it.
Barrenmore Siege?
The Silte approach was silent. The teamer response was deafening. Is Glacier Wood Siege?
Oh, yeah? I don't hate that. That's interesting.
Just trying to see if there was a Mardu card. That was really cool.
Mardu. No, because it all has too much reminder
Oh, we could
text.
do Call the Spirit Dragons? The essence of Tarkir was shaped into draconic embodiments of the reformed clans. Nah. Oh, All Out Assault. There's no fucking flavor text on it. God damn it.
What about, is there flavor text on Mardu Devotee?
Oh, actually be really good. You're so smart. Just another Mardu devotee.
What?
Eskig and his companions stood watch. The sights of the steppe, a constant inspiration as Mardu devotee.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right. But story keel cutter. Coalstoke Gear Elk.
Yes, exactly. Say that 5 times fast.